Okay, so Jared told me that he came and talked to you.
Yeah.
And I figured I should come talk to you too. You know that we don't really like talk game.
Yeah, never.
But
What is on my foot?
I do want you to know that this week, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, and I'm not going to use names, but you do need to know that every single person was in this room saying that we should put up you and Ramsey.
Oh, I know.
And I know that Mitch was close to you,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm sorry that that's who who Raul had to put up.
Mm-hmm. Like, whatever. Like, I'm going to be close with a lot of people that are going to go home.
Yes, no,
It's just like
for
life.
sure, it sucks. But I do want you to know that you guys were the targets when I came back into this house.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were in this room telling
Oh,
us
we're
to
the
put you
targets
guys
every
up.
week.
I'm the fucking target every week.
No.
You and Ramsey and Jared and I are like,
Always going to be in that, like, nominate 4 people at first and then pick 2 out of the 4. It's like,
seriously.
yeah.
And I do think that Mitch obviously campaigned very hard against the 3 of us, but most specifically the 2 of us.
He did,
And
yes.
I do think that there are other dynamic duos in this house.
Same.
And I think that as a game move, I think it's going to be very expected that
I know.
it's Jared and I that is going up. And if that's what you think is best for your game, then that is totally fine. It's your game. I do want you to remember that we did come to you when no one else was, and we tried to talk to you guys, and we tried to figure something out with you guys, and that blew up in our faces, which is also fine. Like, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I think that that is going to be the expected move to get Jared.
I know.
Jared and I out, and
And there's, like, a lot of duos in this
there's a
house.
lot of duos in
There
this
is no
house.
one line in the sand. There's, like, a cracked egg, and it's,
know.
like, 4 or 5.
And like I'm not saying this because I'm throwing anyone under the bus, but like the brothers have never even been up.
Oh,
Like I was
Don't
sitting
even
in
get
the
me
hot
started
tub.
on
I
them.
was sitting in the hot tub with Phil, and I was like, if I go up, this will be the 3rd time going up. I missed a week, so pretty much every second week I'm on the blog.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then there's people in this house that literally haven't even gone up
you
yet.
said that?
No, I was like about to say it, and then I was like looking at him thinking like, oh yeah, that's you.
Oh, yeah, shit.
But I don't know. I think that either way, you're going to do what's best for you. I do want you to know that whole thing that we tried to come up with did blow up in our faces, but I was being serious when I said that to you guys, that you weren't the target. And then all of a sudden, everybody was coming back to us being like, you made a deal with Maddy and Ramsey. And I was like, whatever, it happened. But
Yeah. Whatever, yeah.
yeah. And I don't want you to think that like I don't even know like where the whole like we hate each other thing
I know.
stemmed from.
I think it was, like, the 2nd day, and ever since then, like,
Literally, it
people have said it more than we have said it.
yeah, it is. And the only reason why I took your duck is literally because
Because it's funny.
And because they came up to me in the have not room, and they're like, Maddie's going around saying that she's got the votes to get you out. And then I was like, what do you mean? And then I was like, I literally campaigned for Raul to stay. And then Raul was like, you should take her duck. And then I was like, okay. I'll do it.
Fine. Yeah.
But I know that like everyone's going to be in here, and everyone's going to be like talking to you and making deals with you and whatever. But I do want you to remember that we came and did that with you guys before you had any power, and before when everyone else in the house wanted you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, and, like, I don't forget things like that, and, like, I know that a lot of people are going to be brown-nosing, and a lot of people are going to be coming in here and, like, saying, this is why you shouldn't be up, and this is why you should put this person up, and it's just going to be, like, a full circle.
Well, and that's the one thing that I haven't done in this game, just because it's not really me. Like, even when Levita was HOH or whatever, it's like I wasn't in her. I would come and talk
Yeah,
to
I
her,
know.
but I wouldn't be all over her, like, bringing her food, and, like,
I know.
I'm going to continue to just be the same. And I don't know what people say about us, but, like, I don't feel like I literally have woken up every day and tried, like, to always be nice to you and always
We're nice to each other. We fully are. We aren't mean to each other. I don't see that at all.
Exactly. And so I think that that whole thing, and like even just the thing of like the whole catty season, like that is a thing, and it's a little bit embarrassing, and it's just sort of like I'm kind of just over it, you know what I mean? And I think that like
Well, they put a bunch of girls who, like, think so highly of themselves in, like, one house, and, like,
yeah,
all of those egos together, like, probably didn't mix
just,
very well.
It is stupid. But yeah, I do want you to do what's best for your game. Everyone's going to tell you that. But I do also want you to remember that when everyone else in this house wanted us to put you guys up on the block, you and Ramsey, literally everyone.
Oh, every week it's been me and Dallas or me and Ramsey.
Well, and
I know that, and I'm like, what? I've passed this far, so.
And you know that I'm in the exact same position, and it's actually like really frustrating to sit back and watch and just be like, all of these people are just like floating on by in this game, and like they're going to make it to the end, and like I feel like every single, even like when Raul won HOH, like I was like, I'm happy you won HOH, but like now we've got to like make this big decision and be in power and do whatever. And there's just like already like people down there just like, I'm like, how you feel? Or, oh, fine, I'm great, I'm good. Like I know I'm good. And it's just like,
I know.
Just because it's completely expected for you to put up Jared and I.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, you know, like if that's what you think that you need to do, if you do really, really want to get one of us out, you don't have to do this, and you can, and please don't like tell everyone that I'm saying this, but like,
obviously I'm going to keep everything that people tell me close to me in my pocket.
If you think, and like I know that you also spent a lot of time with Mitch, and I know that he was drilling into your head that we're an unstoppable force, which I don't necessarily think that we are. I don't really like, even coming into this game, like I didn't even know the game. Like I literally watched 6 episodes, and I know people don't believe that, but I did. Like, so then when I was the #1 target week 1, like I almost thought it was like a joke, because I'm like, I literally like don't even know
what I'm doing
this game. Like, and obviously like I've had to figure it out, and I had a week with La Vida, so like I thought about it, and that's why when I came back into this house, that was one of the things I said to Jared. I'm like, we should go talk to Maddy and Ramsey. No one is going to think that that's something that we're going to do, and I did think it was a smart move until like it blew up in our faces. And it is what it is, but
it's just like the one thing that like I'm going to tell everyone is like, I'm playing this game just like with full honesty, and like if I feel that people lie to me for no reason, like you're instantly a target. Like Cassandra has lied to me multiple times. I don't care about her. She's useless to me. Like will always be someone that I'm going to go after.
Well, and we were sitting outside, and she's like, it's me and you, dude. Like we're going up on the block, and then she's like, and look at me, like I'm not a threat in this game at all. And I'm just like looking at her and being like, because you just said that, it makes you a threat.
Yeah, no, she, like
you're saying that you can't win anything, you're saying you can't do anything, and like La Vida and I talked about this, like, because La Vida was like, didn't want Cassandra here, right? Like she knew that, and so then we'd be watching, and she was very much like, Cass needs to go, Cass needs to go, Cass needs to go, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever, and then, I don't know, she is just also very good at campaigning, like the week that when it was you and Dal.
Yep.
I literally like watched her become best friends with Dal.
Which is fine, and I'm not here to like stop people being friends. And like that's why like I get that you 3 are actually best friends. You aren't just people who want to work together.
And that's the thing. And we are also willing to work with other people. You know what I mean? I think people very much expect us to do these expected moves. But coming back into the house, that was one of my things. I'm like, this isn't a personal thing. I love Cass. I love the brothers. I love people in the house. It's not that I don't love you and Ramsey, but like that was what I said to Jared. I'm like, we need to go talk to them, because this would be smart. And then and then it just,
I just didn't like that. And I mean, like it was on Mitch's behalf the fact to like call out. Well, I guess it was the brothers who did that, but and like I'm never gonna lie in situations like that because I don't need to. But it's like I don't like the fact that, you know, and I know you guys did it. I know you have gone to the brothers and, you know, said, oh, I squashed the bout with you guys. I know you've gone to Cassandra and done it, and like that's just like. And that's fine, you can do that for your game, but like that really fucking backfired on you guys. And like
it's not like that backfired on it. The thing that backfired was when everyone was coming up to us saying that we made a Final Four, which
and I told Mitch, I was like, there was no, I said it in that group with everyone, I was like, it wasn't final, it was solidifying.
That's how the big blowout happened.
There's a difference between Final Four and solidifying a group as 4.
And I said to them, I'm like, we did make a deal with them. Like I'm like, we made a deal with them. I'm like, did I say Final Four?
No.
And
I told Mitch that.
And that's what Mitch blew up in front of everyone.
He assumed,
was like, you did this. And I was like, we didn't do that. I'm like, yes, we made a deal. And because we thought that we were being smart, and it blew up in our faces. And it was
a smart move. And me and Ramsey talked about it as soon as you guys left. We're like, yeah, this is actually like a really good idea. But as soon as we like found out that you were doing it to the brothers, even though Jared had just finished saying how much he hated the brothers.
We didn't.
A day before you came.
We didn't do it to the brothers. The brothers and Cassandra, well, not even so much. The brothers never really say a whole lot. Wanted you to be the target. And then she was pissed that you weren't up on the block. And then you were pissed that she wasn't up on the block, when really, coming back into the house, the target was mainly Mitch. But like we told you guys that that's what we were going to be telling people. that you were our targets. You know what I mean?
And that was fine.
And it's not like we went to anyone and said, you're our target. They would just say, we would put up Maddy and Ramsey. And we'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, same. Or something, yeah.
And, like, that's what we told you guys. And yes, it blew up in our face and we felt really stupid, but I do think that it was a good decision at the time for all of us. Because you guys are big targets, and we're big targets, and it is what it is. And I honestly don't want to throw anyone under the bus. I don't want to sit here and say that, like,
yeah, it's
this person should go, or this person should go, or this person should go. If you think that what needs to happen is Jared and I need to go, then fine.
Yeah, I guess I'm just like, I didn't come into this game to have like a prom king and queen, just like, you know, only hang out with each other and like make deals with certain people. And I feel like you guys just seclude yourselves to people. And like, maybe it's just when you guys are in power, but like this week was like a perfect example. Like Raul was HOH. I think I only ever saw you guys with Raul. You know what I mean?
That's not true. I hang out with Cass, I hang out with Tim.
But like after you saying like, oh, after like, you know, Jared
I hang out
and
with
like
Joel,
and people saying like, oh, you know, like I don't like Cass. Like Jared was if you were here last week, I've never like seen Jared as angry at someone as angry as he was at Cass.
Well, because him and Cass completely went against each other, and Cass tried to get
and exactly.
you out.
So then when this week comes and you're back and it's all great and like, you know, hunky dory, which is awesome. I was actually happy that you came back, but like to see him just like switch and be like, oh no, I'm besties with Cass. I was like, no, that doesn't work for me.
He wasn't being besties with Cass.
It's just too fake to me.
He just knows that I'm friends with Cass, and he likes Tim, and him and Cass had a disagreement, but then they like moved past it. You know, like they are friends regardless.
And I get that, but like you can only move past so many game moves that are against you. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't, like if X person votes against me and was the one vote to get me out of this house weeks in a row, I'm not exactly just gonna move past that person who's just like fucked me over like 3 times.
Who?
Do you know what, like no one in particular, like, but I'm just saying if that were to happen, like I don't get with the whole like this person fucked me over but it's in the past. It's like this is a game, everything is in the past. We all like each other, we're all gonna go home and be friends.
But that's the other thing about this game is that like everyone is a target.
Yeah.
Everyone
at this point is a target.
Everyone in this house is a target. I think that the whole like prom king and queen thing is like, I don't know. I've already heard that coming back to us a couple times, and like it is what it is. But like we hang out with each other because we like each other, and like just as you and Ramsey do.
But we don't like when me and Ramsey hang out. We talk game, we talk life, we talk puppies, mom, dad, whatever, sisters. We talk about everything. But it's like we also don't like set up plans according to like, okay, I'm gonna talk to this person and get really close with them, while you talk to this person and get really close with them.
I've been close with Cass this whole time.
I know.
And I've been close with Relish, and I've been close with Raul, and I've talked to Joel, and I'm friends with Tim. It's not like we're sitting here setting up these big plans. Like I came back into the house, I had my information on Mitch, I said these are some smart things that we could do moving forward. And yeah, it blew up in our face because we tried to work with you and Ramsey, and it obviously didn't
I mean,
work.
like, I'm gonna be honest, like, Mitch put, like, a lot of stuff in my head, obviously.
Of course he did. Mitch is very, very smart and very, very good at this game. And, of course, Mitch got into your... I came back, and we got Mitch out because of that. But you need to know that Mitch got me out of the game. He was in an alliance with Levita and Joel. Did you know that?
I did, but, like, I still, like, a lot of things... People forget that, like, I was close with Levita, you know? Like, people forget that. People forget that she's told me stuff, you know? And I just don't... Even though Levita wasn't in the game, and I'm not saying she's fully wrong. Like, part of that is true. But even though she's not in the game doesn't mean that she doesn't need to lie.
What do you mean she doesn't need to lie?
She's always in the game. Even though she's sitting in a room with you, doesn't even know if she's going back in the house, she has no excuse but to say anything to you. Just in case you go back in. And I'm not going to say, oh, Levita is a liar, but she told me about that situation. She told me about Joel, her, and Mitch. But it wasn't an alliance. It was like, look, you keep me safe, I keep you safe.
No, it was a full-blown, they made an alliance in the room. I talked to Joel about it.
Yes, so did I.
Mitch denied it.
I talked to Joel about it too, and he was like, it wasn't an alliance, it was a deal.
No, it was a full-blown alliance. It had a name. It was called Shut Your Mouth Alliance. And it was made in the Have-Not room, and there was like, it wasn't just a deal or an agreement, it was a full-blown, when I was sitting on the couch and she was sitting beside me and you guys saw, she's like, well, now that we're here, you might as well know. She said, Mitch, Joel, and I made an alliance.
What's up?
Oh.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, Levita is fucking, like, she's so, like, I don't even give a fuck about her. She's not here. I don't care about her. I don't care about what she said. What fucking Mitch did. Mitch isn't here either.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not saying, oh yeah, I'm going to move past, like, everything that happened in the past weeks, but it's like, I'm not going to tell, like, I'm honestly, like, everyone right now is, like, at a very even playing field. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest. And yeah, people are like, oh, you know, I'm good because Maddy's going to put Kelsey up. I want them to think that.
It frustrates me that, like, everyone in this house wanted you out.
But that's not new news, Kels. I knew that. I literally know that every week people tell me. They're
like, if we were, like, really fully working with them and doing what they wanted us to do, then we would have put you and Ramsey up, and we would have talked to Mitch, and we would have started working with Mitch again, and, like, we would have done that. And we didn't. And
but, like, what do you want me to say to that? Thank you?
You don't need to say thank you. I'm just saying, like, when you're in power, there's going to be people coming to you.
Oh, I know.
Talking to you, saying all these things. I just want you to try and remember that we did that before, when everyone else in the house wanted you guys out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that you're seeing this as, like, some prom king and queen thing, and, like, us, like, being, it's like we truly are just, like, friends with everyone. I'm not getting close to anyone for any other reason other than the fact that, like, we are living in a house together.
Mm-hmm.
And that.
But shouldn't that be a reason why, like, you guys should go? Because you're so liked?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
it sucks, but it's like, having someone who's so liked will go so far.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was the one and only argument we had for you coming back. That was the only con we had, was that everyone loves Kelsey, and we're all like, yeah, we do, because she makes everyone sane. We are human beings when she's here, but Tim was like, she is liked. Like, you do remember that people who are very liked in this house go far because people like them. And I know you're going to say, like, oh, but I've been on the block 2 times, and that sucks, but it all depends on who's in power. And I'm not going to say to you, Kelsey, I'm putting you up, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to put you up.
That's fine. You don't need to tell me what you're doing. I needed to come and talk to you because we don't talk. I didn't want to come say whatever. I also want you, whatever you're going to do, whatever you're going to do, you're going to make your decision, whatever. But coming back into this house, one of my biggest fears was that I was just going to completely ruin Jared's game. You know what I mean? And I think that you and Jared and Ramsey and Jared all work very, very well together.
We do have a very good relationship, yes.
And Ramsey is always saying that he doesn't want to be categorized with you, and you don't want to be categorized with him, and like, I'm just going to ask that you do the same respect for us. If I'm your target, then make me your target.
I know.
And disclude Jared. And like, and if that's the big move here is to split Jared and I up, that's all I'm asking. Maybe just like,
no matter what is going to happen this week, I don't have 2 targets, I have 1. Like, I do have actually many targets in this house. Like you said, there is a lot of duos. Yeah. And I don't see anyone weaker than the other, to be brutally honest.
I just think that if you put Jared and I up on the block together, then Jared is going to go.
It wouldn't be you 2. And just like it wouldn't be Cass and Tim. Or it wouldn't be the brothers and Joel. Like, do you know what I mean? It would be, like, one of you.
Yeah.
And then a random.
Okay.
Like, it's not, I'm not here to, like, be like, oh, you 2 are too close, let's split them up. Like, I'm here to just literally look at my relationship with people, like, one by one by one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, say me and you had a way better relationship than me and Ramsey or me and Joel. It's like, then I'm going to keep what we have, and Joel will now be my target. Like, it's just, I'm going to look at everyone one by one.
Yeah.
There's no 2 people or 3 people. I can't.